So Carly Fiorina famously talked about a baby that was still kicking and screaming in the Planned Parenthood videos, and then they, tore its limbs off. None of that was true. That wasn't in the videos. The part she was alluding to was not from Planned Parenthood, and the baby didn't do that, and it wasn't a baby. So every part of that story was a lie, right? And it was proven to be a lie. Now, Michael Schur, and two other reporters for Jazeera America have broken that Fiorina made at least $83,000 serving on the board of directors of Merck, which is a giant pharmaceutical company, and they produced vaccines using fetal stem cell lines derived from aborted fetuses.
No.
Okay, and that is according to corporate documents that AJAM has unearthed. The program Inside Story with Ray Suarez obtained the documents. Michael's part of this story, but they aired it on Ray Suarez's program, that during her tenure on the board, anti-abortion groups asked Merck to stop producing these vaccines. They actively refused to do so. She's on the board, and they take these actions. It's not like they weren't aware. They were aware. They could say anti-abortion, if you like. You can say pro-life groups came out and said, hey, please stop doing that. You're using aborted fetuses for profit. And Carly Fiorina was like, no, profit it is.
Amazing.
She was on the board, right? And she profited off of it, $83,000. So the things that she accused others of doing, shockingly enough, as a Republican, it turns out she was doing and making money off of it.
But the things that she accused others of doing, who definitively did not do them,
right?
She actually did.
Yeah,
I bet she's going to be really embarrassed.
Yeah.
That's the thing about being a Republican. Sometimes it appears that they miss that gene, the embarrassment gene, the shame gene. Right, exactly. And look, I believe in stem cell research. So I don't, and I think that a lot of the aborted fetuses were already aborted legally, and there's nothing wrong with at least trying to save lives with that. So I'm not saying that what Merck did was wrong. I'm not saying what Carly Fiorina did on the board was wrong, but I am saying that it is enormously hypocritical to complain about using aborted fetuses parts for profit when Planned Parenthood did not do that, and you did.
So there are two things that I take away from this story. Thing number one is it doesn't matter how principled you think a politician is. As soon as money gets involved, they will change their, or at least ignore their so-called principles for financial gain. And then there's the other component of how this whole anti-abortion movement is done by politicians for political gain. A lot of them aren't even interested in that debate. They don't even care. They don't really consider themselves pro-life. They just use it because they know their conservative base wants to hear it, right? So if she genuinely cared about life at the moment of conception, then she wouldn't have, she wouldn't have profited off of this company and the research that they're doing. She doesn't care about it. It's only done for political theater, and it drives me crazy.
This is another great part, and really what is one of the great stories of the last year. I mean, that Planned Parenthood video, it's really one of the all-time great stories. I mean, that a conservative DA investigated it and was like, I got to indict the people who made the video. I mean, it's a stunning, stunning development. And now this, and Carly making up that she'd seen this thing, and no, it turns out she's done it, what they never did. It's a great, great, great story.